early morning on a Friday. Well, I have time. I figured I will describe what's going to be happening today. So today, for the first time, I will be trading the Trendline atom indicator. If you guys are into Trendline trading, this is the ultimate Trendline tool. Can I call it a trend following kind of indicator? It's difficult to say. Obviously, it's based on pivots because it's trend lines. So in that sense, it is trend base, but it could identify trends very early. We can say this is a trend down, but this is where this indicator starts to identify long opportunities, and we just had another long one over here. Kind of looking back, these would be short opportunities to the downside. Looking at yesterday, these would be long, like all of these would be long opportunities. Here would be a short one. What else? This would be a quick long for a scalp, a number of shorts. So it kind of keeps track of historical trend lines. But obviously what you're really concerned with is the real time, the latest kind of trend line trend, if you will. So that's what I'll be trading. I know a lot of traders are into trend lines. If you are, this is by far the best one I have seen yet. So hopefully I'll be able to demonstrate today how it is functioning under real-time conditions. Alright, so just kind of keeping track of this trend line. So if you remember, earlier in the morning I pointed this start of this trend up. So the trend line indicator identifies the pivots and begins to kind of signal that we have a possibly move higher. So I guess this would be like the long, secondary long here. And so far you see this trend line. So we're going to wait for price to come at some point and touch this trend line. Then if it breaks, there is no continuation. But if it holds, there should be another continuation like this for another long, which what I will be taking, assuming I can catch it. Hopefully it happens before 9:30. Still early, so I'm kind of hoping this will happen before 9:30, before I get really busy. So we'll see. Alright, so here it is. Here is the indicator adjusts the trend line here. What I'm looking for is now a bar to close up. And once a bar closes up, that would confirm this price. If not, it's probably going to come here to the original line. So I just want to wait for a bar to close up before I press buy. That's, again, I don't have it set up, but EOB ordering this tool, this amazing tool that NINZA has, EOB ordering would be perfect now, because I could simply click go long on bar closing up, and it's going to wait for a bar to close up before entering a long. So I don't have it set up right now, unfortunately. I should have thought of that, but this is real-time trading, so I have to wait now manually for a bar to close up.
Order filled. Filled.
Okay, so now you see the trend line indicator. Now it identifies a short. Now I will wait for a bar to close down before taking a short. And again, it would have been easier if I had EOB ordering loaded on this chart. Wouldn't have to worry about watching it like manually, but that's what it is.
Order filled.
Now I do have to watch this trend line here, because this could be a first area of support. You see, because this trend line is still going. Yes, the trend line indicator identifies a lower pivot and signals a short, but I still gotta watch this. So I do have a first target and kind of a second target already before price hits this level here. I should put my stop here like this.
Stop filled.
Okay, so got taken out on the trail here, but did hit first target. Again, I just want to be cautious of this trend line, because this trend line is still active. So price could come here and then just bounce up. But this was good enough for a quick scalp. So almost 8:30, so got an hour until the market opens. Let's see if I can get you a quick long.
Order
here.
filled.
Here's a quick long. Stop again slightly below this pivot, kind of like this.
Target filled. Order filled.
There we go. Now there was about it closed down, so now it's a confirmed pivot.
Target filled.
And that's as simple as that. So it pays to be patient, right? You saw how this trend line followed the price. I'm telling you, this is a superior trend line indicator. I have worked with trend line indicators before. This is something very special. If you like to trade with trend lines, this is the one for you. So getting somewhat late in the morning. Again, whatever other trades I will catch, there probably is not going to be any narration, but I hope you enjoyed so far this quick demonstration. Alright, a bit after 1 o'clock, I think I just actually missed my last trade. So I'm sorry about that. I just forgot to press the record. I thought I pressed the recording button, but I didn't. I just missed one trade. So now I am going to be using the EOB ordering, and it just makes life so much easier. So we are coming onto a trend line here. So I think it is going to be a bar closing down. I want it to be a short trade. I'm not sure if it's actually going to be an official short trade, but we are coming to a trend line here on the upside. So now, as long as the bar closes down, EOB is going to get me into a short trade. And this is just so much easier because I don't have to worry about watching a bar closing, anything like that. This is a great tool, highly recommended to anyone trading fast markets. So yes, so I was not able to take trades as I was with my group, but closed down a little while ago, and actually this is the long trade I took here at the time. This was a valid trend line here. I took a long here and I just forgot to press the recording button. But let's see if we can catch something here now. This,
Order filled.
and here is the trade. Now stop should be like here, slightly above.
Target filled.
All right, so we saw how price hits the trend line coming down, and a nice cup to the downside. Now this trend line started back here, you see. So this is the indicator keeping track of the trend line. It started from here. So we don't have prices here, which makes me believe this is not like an official, because you see there is no actual touch. So I guess this was not an official short. To me it made sense to take it because it is priced pretty much, I mean, looks like within a tick, missing this trend line. But I mean, when you trade with this, you kind of see where you could have enough of a reaction for at least a scalp. Again, I'm not even sure.
Order filled.
Yeah, see, again, it's not really a qualified short. It just, again, makes sense to me because the trend line is right here and my target is right before this trend line, so it should be all right.
Target filled.
Okay, so now we're coming to a fairly important trend line here. So you see how this trend line brought the price down, but now there is this trend line that appears to be fairly major. So we'll see if it holds. If a bar closes up here,
Order
here
filled.
it is. So it does hold. I used EOB ordering to enter this trade. Stop maybe a little lower. I'm sure there was no need. Let's see if we just maybe hit the target. But just in case, let me put slightly below the pivot, like that. Again, probably unnecessary. I think it's just going to hit my target. This is a
Target filled.
Yeah, here we go. This is a fairly major. You can tell. Look, right? Here is the trend line. Pretty much looks like on the lows, and the indicator picks up a trend line. And so once we tested over here, for me it was just, you know, let's see if a long works. Now this long should come to this, at the very least, should come to this trend line here, and here it comes. So I think I'm done for today. It is Friday. I'm going to show my rhythmic dashboard next. But you know, again, if you are a trend line trader, you just must get this. As far as trend line indicators go, this is the best that I have seen, and I've traded quite a few of them. So congratulations once again to NINZA Co. Coming up with another phenomenal product. Stay tuned for rhythmic dashboard and just some final thoughts on this. Alright, so let's finish up this Friday, this week. So this is the account used today. Again, super impressed with this trend line indicator. If you are a trend line trader, I'm sorry if I keep saying it, but I really mean it. If you like to trade trend lines, you have never seen anything like this. The way it's able to pick up the trend line, then delete, or let's call it disable trend lines that are no longer valid. The way this indicator can identify new direction that the price wants to go in, it is really really impressive. So and EOB ordering, I do believe for this setup and for so many other setups, EOB ordering is a must. It is almost an essential tool for trading in the market like the NASDAQ. So this is it for today. Thank you all. As always, I would appreciate a like. Of course, make sure you subscribe. There are going to be more videos featuring this indicator and others. Look in the description for amazing deals from NINZA Co. And I will see you in the next video.